Good evening everyone. I'm back on the bank again. It's Tuesday evening. My wife has taken the kids to the cinema, so I thought what better opportunity for them to get out here today. It's an absolute scorcher. I've tried putting some dog biscuits out on the surface and a little bit of bread. They don't seem to be wanting to be taking it at the moment, but so I've just put one bottom bait out at the moment. I'm going to get the other rod set up in a moment, and that's on my infamous multi-rig that seems to produce results most of the time. And yeah, we're going to get the other rod set up, and then maybe when it just starts cooling down a little bit, maybe they'll come up to the top. And either way, it's a great evening. I've got myself some food, got myself a little beer, and a little bit of relaxation time for me. So fingers crossed, I can bag myself a fish. Well, no sooner had I turned the camera off, walked around and turned the camera off, just had a buzz on my one rod, literally seconds later. There's a whole load of fizzing. I think we may have one on here. No. Whatever that was, it didn't work. I shall keep going in the same spot though. Good sign that even after that long, it's working. I shall update you momentarily. Incidentally, I'm back at my local club water that I've just joined. Different swim this time, and I'll give you some a look round in just a moment once I've got maybe the other rod set up. And, it's 6 o'clock now, so maybe once I've got a bit of dinner as well. Okay. So I'm all set up with the other rod now. First one's back out. So this is a bit of a first for me. I have caught fish, but there's so much weed around it that I'm going to show you in a second. I didn't think I'd got the fish on then, so I'm going to leave the fish in the water for a second before I put in the landing net and see if I can remove some of this weed carefully without hurting the fish, and see if we can get it out. So I'm going to flip the camera around and show you that. Well, sadly, I got the fish, and once the weed came away, I think it was one of those little F1 carps, which apparently there's a lot of them in here. And just as I went to try and lift it out of my hand because it was so small, I wasn't going to get the landing net, it shook and threw the hook and off it went. So have I caught a fish? Sort of, but it's not on the bank, so technically I'm still at a blank. But I'll keep trying. I've put the rod back out and I've actually put it in a slightly different position this time. I've brought it a bit closer in because I've just had a little bit of a lead about before I've started filming again, and it doesn't seem as weedy. So it's a real problem in the weed over in between the two lot of lily pads over there. So if that's what's going to keep on happening, there's no point in doing that. And I'm not a skilled enough angler to know what to do in that situation. So, but yeah, sort of one. It's a nice looking little fish. He was only tiny, probably 2-3 pounds maybe, but still got the heart going. So, so yeah, hopefully we'll get another one. There's some fizzing going on at the moment, just where my other rod is. So I'm going to have myself a beer, going to have a bit of dinner, and hopefully we'll have another. Guys, I thought I'd take this little opportunity while my food's cooking to show you all the way around the swim. This is swim 41 on this local club water, and I'm going to spin the camera around now and show you what we've got. A little ridge monkey doing its job. My rods, some baits. I brought a load of bread with me. My bag. This is my little bait bucket. I say little. It's not a bad size. A little beer ready to go. What more could you ask for? I'm going to see if I can try and do this one-handed without knocking it over. Ham and cheese toasty for dinner. about an hour now since last checked in. It's gone very, very quiet now. There's not as much fizzing going on. I've put a few more chum mixers out just to see, now it's cooling down a little bit, whether that'll make any difference, but nothing seems to be coming up. I would have thought that they'd have been mad for having the chum mixers and bread off the top this evening, but just doesn't seem to be happening. Had a few little knocks on the left rod, which I've got a standard bottom rig on with a mainline diamond white boilie, and I've scattered some trout pellets around that, and also some free offerings of some other boilies. And yeah, no, it's just gone very, very quiet. I'm enjoying it nonetheless, don't get me wrong, but it'd be nice to see another fish on the bank before I leave. So something else that I thought I'd point out here is, and I don't know if I'm the only person that's experienced this problem, but at first I thought I had a problem with my iPhone. And when I've got my polarised sunglasses on, like I have now, if you turn the screen to a landscape perspective, the screen goes black and you can't see the screen. However, if you turn it back into a portrait perspective, you can see it really, really clear. And at first I thought there was an issue with my phone, then I realised it was only happening every time I have my polarised Corda sunglasses on. So I'm not clever enough to know why that happens, but it's quite strange that you can have the phone one way and it's absolutely fine, and have it the other way and it's just black, you can't see anything. But I'm just wondering if I'm the only one that's experienced that problem. Well guys, that's about it for this evening. Unfortunately it was just that one fish, even if you can call it that, but I did get my hands on it, so I don't think technically it's a fish on the bank, because it weren't on the bank, but it's half a catch. I'll give myself half a catch for that, and it was only a tiny little, probably £3 F1 carp. Nice looking little fish though, got a little bend in the rod, a few little bleeps, so has it been worth it? Yeah, I think so. It's been a good relaxation evening. It's nice to go back, look at the wildlife. Everything's all cleared up now. And until next time, thanks for watching. Tight lines. Best of luck, everyone.